Alright, what's up, yo? Hopefully you can hear me. So I love basketball. I haven't been able to play basketball in really like 5 or 6 years because of this. My knee gets injured pretty much every single time I play. So I'll play, and then the next day I'll be limping. My knee will be all swollen. Can't lift for a week, can't play basketball for weeks after that. So anyways, that's what stopped me from playing basketball for the last 5, 6 years, the game that I love. And I know that I love it because when I stopped playing, I became semi-depressed, and I was looking for something else in life that I liked, and I was as passionate about as I was at basketball. And I found nothing. Real estate investing, being a personal trainer, fitness, being a runner, sprinting, different, like every type of hobby I tried, and really nothing worked. And so eventually I just tried everything, and I just kind of gave up on basketball because I would just get injured and I was just kind of depressed. And it really wasn't that fun. And then I played recently, and there was one thing that kind of changed. And I realized that my injury in my knee occurred for one main reason. And the reason was that I have a bone spur in this ankle. So I can only dorsiflex about that far. Whereas on this side, I don't have a bone spur. And I can dorsiflex way farther. And so because of this lack of dorsiflexion, it puts way more emphasis on my knee, and that's why I injured my knee when I was 16, and then all throughout my life I've had multiple surgeries. But I realized there's a fix to it, and the fix is that if I just artificially lift my heel with a heel like block or lift or whatever you want to call it, then I artificially get that range of motion that I was otherwise missing, and it takes pressure off my knee. So I bought these inserts that I put into my shoe. I'll show you right here. And those inserts lift me up a little bit. And I've played twice pickup on concrete. And the last 2 times I've played, I woke up the next day, no injuries. So it was kind of a miracle. And I'm gonna see now if I can use those lifts and if I can just take care of myself in a way that I can play basketball again, the game that I love. My only and number one goal is to not get injured, period. I don't necessarily want to be good. I don't need to shoot threes. I don't need to dribble crazy. I don't need to run as fast as I used to. I don't need to dunk. I just want to be able to play pickup basketball semi-competitively and not get injured, period. So that's what these videos are going to be about. This is day one.
This ball has way too much air.
I am gonna be so fucking sore tomorrow. All right, I'm back home. I'm gonna take an ice bath right now, and then I'm going to eat a ton of food, sweet potatoes, fruit, ground beef, avocado, and see if by tomorrow, creatine, see if by tomorrow I can not be absolutely dead, because that was the hardest I've played in a long time. So we'll check in to see how I am later. All right, it is now the next day. It's like 9 a.m. I slept not great. I was just super tired and kind of wired, and I didn't get a good recovery score, but I tried to sleep good out, and overall I'm exhausted. But let's go through the injuries. Left ankle where the bone spur is mostly fine. I give it like a 9 out of 10. It's fine. Left knee where the arthritis is, and where I think is having structural issues, is like really good. Maybe also like an 8 or 9 out of 10. I think the heel lift really fixes that. Right ankle, totally fine. Right knee is actually the worst part. It's actually having a lot of fluid. You can't really tell from that angle, but there's a lot of fluid in my right knee. I don't think it's from necessarily a structural issue. I think it's more just from general overuse and just the synovial fluid responding to such a crazy stimulus. I haven't played that hard of basketball in like years, so I think that's what's happening. That's kind of happened before. It's sort of like totally fine, but then sometimes it just puffs up. But again, it doesn't feel structural, so I think I can actually manage that and develop that in a way that it's going to be okay. It's different from this. This feels structural. This feels just more general soreness, but it definitely is inflamed a little bit. So this is probably like a 6 or 7 out of 10. This is slightly concerning, but I think I can improve that. So overall, I feel pretty good, and the heel lifts are working. It seems to be, pretty good. Now, the only thing I didn't think about is that because I have the heel lifts, my knees and my ankles are letting me get lower in my stance and lower on my cuts, but that's also making me get lower with my hip hinging. So my glutes and my glute medius around my hips right here, it's like the outside of your butt on the back, are super sore, and that's because that's the trade-off with the heel lifts. So the heel lifts make you way more sore right here. Now that's theoretically muscular. It definitely feels muscular. So I think I can develop that. And I even talked to Claude AI, and Claude was like, yeah, you can probably just strengthen that, and that's muscular. So that can develop over time. So overall, this plan is working. This knee needs to get fixed, and everything else needs to stay solid. These hips need to get stronger. And I think this plan might work, but now I have a couple days of recovery, and then in the next video, I'll link you guys in with what happens then. So thanks for watching. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.